Before I begin to do this preview, what has just come that Batshuayi has been sent out on loan yet again for Valencia. Great for Valencia. And Chelsea are keeping faith with a Class B break. He's a Class B break. That's just a fact of the matter. Morata is a Class B break. I've been one of the biggest fans of Morata, 100%. I still believe that guy is a technically quality player. His confidence is low, and he doesn't have a very strong personality. And there are guys where, when they're bad on form, and they have got a weak personality, it is very difficult for you to get them out of that, So, whereas, say what you will, Cristiano has one of the strongest personalities and characters out there. So even if he's going through a bad patch, it doesn't affect him. Same thing with like Robin as well. Robin, he goes through a bad patch, doesn't affect him because they have a strong character that they will still be able to pull through a bad patch. So for me, I think that's BS because Batshuayi is a better goal scorer than Morata. But Batshuayi's goals to game ratio, minutes played and goals scored is far superior to what Morata had. So what's Sarri sees in Morata, I don't get it because again, Batshuayi is a goal scorer. He doesn't need to be part of the build-up play and everything. All he needs to do is just put the ball in the net. Pedro, Hazard, Barkley, they can do all the work. He puts that ball in the net because that guy is an intelligent goal scorer. But I digress. So Huddersfield, again, first of all, shout out to Huddersfield. An absolutely incredible achievement to stay up because I did not believe that they'd be able to stay up. I really didn't because when you look at I don't know. I mean, they play in my kitchen. Like literally, their home stadium is. I mean, no offense to Huddersfield people, their home stadium is my kitchen. So that gives you an idea. But look, man, it's amazing coaching, amazing management, and I think it's so funny because we have this game because the critical game that they had, which led to them staying up, was when they drew against Chelsea. I believe at the Bridge. So that just shows you that, wow, look at the kind of results that they have. So them playing at home, I think for Huddersfield, they know that, look, man, we have to be defensively sound, defensively strong against a new-look Chelsea team. Because this is a far more offensive Chelsea team, a team that's going to really take it to the opposition. And look, I was on UFF, and people beefed with me, and I think even in the comments said, oh my gosh, what game did this guy say? Chelsea put pressure on Man City and so forth. I know what I'm talking about. Okay, this is not me saying that, me as a bad Chelsea fan, so this is the football hots. This is football analysis. There were instances in that game in which Chelsea did put pressure on Man City and they did control the game and they did get put in good positions. But when you've got a Class B break, and when you've got a semi-break, a guy who might be put under review in Pedro, a current breaking in Barkley, they kept on breaking down. So all those, the platform that Sarri gave them by being able to pass, move and pass the ball, find those nice little passes, one touch, create space. It wasn't done justice because the guys in the final third, it wasn't it. So look, Sarri, again, look, I thought it's a bold move and it's going to take some time. It will take some time for this thing to be executed properly well. You look at the back line, I think with Azpilicueta, Alonso, David Luiz, Rudiger and Kepa there. Kepa, very interesting to see how well he does in goal. David Luiz is not a defender. I don't know how many times I'm going to tell people this. David Luiz is not a defender. A central defender is one. For me, I say that's the hardest position to play in football. The hardest position to play in football is a central defender. You see, the most demanding position to play, the most tasking is central midfield. That's the most tasking. The most difficult, the position that requires a high footballing IQ, where you literally cannot make any mistakes. Because remember, you make a mistake as a central defender, you're screwed. You can make mistakes as a midfielder, as an attacker. You make a mistake as a central defender, that could lead to a goal. David Luiz is a very good football player. David Luiz is your DM. David Luiz is your DM. Central defender, that's so much responsibility because a mistake that he makes, it goes out of position, you will get punished. You will get done in this league. So Kozuma, why is Kozuma put out on loan? Kozuma is a better, more adept defender than David Luiz. So Kozuma would do far better in that position than David Luiz. So if it's a case of where he needs a guy to bring the ball out and everything, Kozuma can bring the ball out. He's good enough on the ball, and he's a better defender. Alonso is a brick. So for this game, I think that this is a game in which it's not official now. I still feel the Community Shield was still a competitive game, but now it really counts now, because this is now official, the Premier League. What can you do? And now every game counts. So I think with this, for Chelsea is against a team who's going to sit deep, who's going to be very defensive, who's going to try and restrict space, can this passing game create space? What space can be created? We've not seen Hazard in this system yet, especially in a competitive game. How will he fare? I think Kante in that midfield will be huge, but I think Jorginho is going to play a very, very key role being in that anchor in midfield. Barkley's a brick. So maybe he's going to do better in this thing, but I don't trust that dude. Maybe you have to play him further up, or maybe you play him as an attacking midfielder just off of Morata to give Morata some help up there. But that's the key thing. How does Hazard fit into this? How does he able to implement and be a catalyst for this? And can this passing game really bring the whole team together? But the key thing is this. You can't just, it's pass with intent. That is the key thing. If you just pass, which is sometimes where Napoli fell in, and you just had all these passes and you just sort of like lost focus into what we actually have to move guys, then there's no point. So that's where, whether it's Hazard or Pedro, trying to move a guy, trying to get a guy, trying to do something a bit riskier, play a riskier pass, try and beat him and try and get past him and try and do a feint. 1-0 Chelsea. See, I was going to go for 1-1. Do you know why? See, I was going to go for 1-1 because I just feel that, see, with Huddersfield and that team and this tactic and this being Sarri's first game, it's maybe like, okay, you know what, we're not really there yet. Chelsea are not really there, because I think Huddersfield will make it. They will make it difficult. So that's a good coach that they got there. They've got a very good coach in Huddersfield, and Huddersfield, they're going to try. And I think if you're Huddersfield, man, David Luiz is your guy, and Alonso, David Luiz is your guy. I think Huddersfield would be stupid to not at certain points get a few men or play higher up in a few points and say, like, let's aim some balls at David Luiz, put a cross into the box, or try and find a nice through ball where we isolated David Luiz, because again, that guy, he's a mistake waiting to happen. Rudiger's fine. He's an accomplished defender. Luiz is a mistake waiting to happen. But again, I told you, Hazard for me is top 3. Hazard is still the best player ability-wise in the Premier League. That's a fact. He's still the best player ability-wise in the Premier League. And I just think with Hazard in there, don't trust Pedro, don't trust... Sorry, I'm looking at like 3 or 4 bricks in this Chelsea team. But Hazard and Kante are holding this team. They're holding this team together. So I just think Hazard may be the difference maker. So in that instance, because I feel, I may be wrong, but I feel Hazard is going to fit into the system. So that's why I'm going to roll with 1-0 Chelsea. 1-0 Chelsea. I'm going to say 1-1, but you know what? I think Hazard might pop up. I may be wrong. Again, I can't see the future. 1-0 Chelsea. All right. Peace. Thank you for watching this video. Think about pledging and become a Half of Football Hot patron. Pledge an amount each month and gain access to exclusive videos from your boy, the Football Hot, for more analysis. Peace.